Hello and welcome. In the following video, I'd like to introduce Core Share for SAP Solutions, an add-on service for extended ECM, which enables better and more secure collaboration on content. In the following video, I'll walk you through a common SAP business process and illustrate just how easy and seamless the solution is. Let's get started, shall we? We'll begin showing how Andy, who's a buyer with the Innovate Corporation, initiates collaboration from right within the SAP S/4HANA UI. By leveraging the familiar Services for Object function, he is taken to the vendor workspace where he sees all of the content related to CEB Berlin, organized nicely within folders. As you can see, there's a dedicated folder already set up to support this type of collaboration. In this scenario, Andy will extend an invitation to CEB Berlin and ask them to upload some required documentation that he needs. By leveraging Core Share for SAP, Andy is able to enable sharing and collaboration of this SAP content with both internal and external parties. In this case, Andy provides additional instruction to Chris regarding what is needed. This information will be included in the initial email that Chris will receive momentarily. Here we see Andy confirming the role of collaborator, which was given to Chris. Once this is shared, we see an alert at the top, but we also see an icon indicating that this folder is shared using Core Share. At any time, users can go in and look at this area of the solution and see with whom the folder is shared with. As we exit out of this process, notice that while the folder is shared, there are 0 contents. Now let's switch over to Chris and pick up where his process begins, which is in his inbox. As you can see, the instructions that Andy provided earlier are included, as is a link to accept the request. Since Chris is a new user, he must enter some basic information as well as set up his username and password. For Chris, this will only need to be done once. The last step for Chris will be to confirm and acknowledge the terms and conditions. Now that Chris has accepted the terms and conditions, he'll receive a welcome email. In this email, he'll click the link to go log into the Core Share for SAP landing page. When he signs in, he'll use his email address that he previously used when registering. Because he had just signed in earlier, the solution, as you see, will allow him to log straight in and arrive at his landing page. And as you can see here at this landing page, the external sharing folder that Andy previously shared with him is available to him. At this point, it's time for Chris to upload the documents. While he could choose to just drag and drop the documents, in this case he chose to use the file search feature. Here we see the documents are being uploaded. A notification appears when the upload is complete. Now that the documents have been loaded, let's go back to Andy and see how he might go about accessing these documents that were previously uploaded by Chris. This time around, Andy wants to access the complete workspace for this vendor, so he expands the view so that it appears in a new tab. In this expanded view, we get a glimpse at how Extended ECM combines content with the underlying SAP business process. In this case, Andy navigates to the Documents tab and opens the shared folder and proceeds to validate that the pricing document was provided. And as a final step, Andy opens one of the documents to confirm that the contents were what he was looking for and what was requested. As you can see, this type of SAP-centric collaboration allows organizations to avoid the hassle of emailing attachments and enables content collaboration to take place within the SAP business process.